What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trace here, and welcome back to the channel. Live trading Bitcoin, silver, gold, and reviewing the market's red flag to see if we actually have any edge this week at all, or has Trump crushed all our dreams once more. But before we get rolling, don't forget to smash that like button and make sure to subscribe if you are new here. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. Let's see who's here. Captain JJ, Stanimir, Kuhn, Dano, Sundown, Send, and that's it. Of course, when the market is down, everyone is just like, what are we doing? What's the point? Hi, Mark. Mr. Arpad is here. Okay, good. Are we good on music, you guys? Everything? And we're gonna kick it off immediately over here. No, wrong screen. This one. Okay. Well, you guys, basically we had the week closing and the week opening on Monday, which was pretty amazing. It was very happy for the metals and very sad opening for on the week for Bitcoin and the major indices. So pretty much gold and silver gapped up like 1% and 2% respectively. Bitcoin dropped 3%, over 3%. I think over here, let's have a look. This is the gap right down. These are the volume session indicators. You can see it happened. Wait, that's on a 4-hour time frame. You can see it down here. This happened exactly when market open. So, I recommend you getting the volume session indicators. These are for free, you guys. If you follow my, Gabby Trades on TradingView, you can get those on your chart for free, completely for free. Yes, everyone, make sure to hit the like button. So, all right. So we gapped up. The reason for that is obviously because of what Trump announced. Now, we had problems with that earlier because stocks were going very slow and the indices were trading very slow. We had NASDAQ sitting at resistance level that it couldn't break for a very long time. S&P 500, I think we drew it on S&P. Yeah, here it is. So, it was kind of already in the air, and the optimism is really slowly disappearing. I mean, the optimism is getting a bit ahead of reality, if you will. So yeah, basically what's going on at the moment is that Trump decided again to just ruffle everything once more, tariff related. He announced plans that he's gonna put 10% tariffs on European countries starting February 1st. Now, that threat is huge, and it gets even bigger because he then goes ahead and says that he's going to rise them up to 25% by 1st of June. Now, I don't know where he's getting these dates from, but anyways, considering that, there's also going to be a ruling on the tariffs very soon. Anyways, markets absolutely hate that. It obviously has to do with the ongoing disputes in regards to Greenland and all the trade leverage that he has. So it's huge, right? Markets absolutely hate uncertainty. And if the tariffs are actually introduced, this is, of course, once again going to mean higher costs for companies. It's going to mean, inflation risks. The global trade is going to get slower, and not only that, but tariffs can push inflation higher. And if you think about higher inflation, well, that's going to make the Fed less likely to cut rates anytime soon. So this combination is not friendly for the equities at all. And anything that's not friendly for the equities is not friendly for Bitcoin. Before you say anything, this is juice. Think black cherry and pomegranate. So yeah, Senator is laughing. Well, that's the thing, but it's not only that, okay? It's not, I swear it's juice. It's not, it's not only that. This week gets even more interesting. All right, this week gets even more interesting. And it starts with, you guessed it, Trump. We have bank holiday today, which actually I completely forgot about. So I was hoping there is going to be a little bit more moves today, but no, liquidity is very thin. Liquidity is very thin because we have Martin Luther King Day in America. So that's that for Monday. Tuesday kind of flat, besides we have earnings, but we're going to talk about in a second. But on Wednesday, President Trump yet again speaks. Now that's going to happen, you know, pre-market. So it's actually going to be important. It's going to be critical, and it is going to be a market catalyst. It's very interesting that it's coming just before the core PCE, right? But anything that he says, it might really trigger any new discussions on the tariffs that he's going to bring up, any policy shifts, anything could trigger massive immediate reaction, especially if it's a sector specific thing. It can increase you know, volatility very much. Now, let's not forget the day after that, core PC. What is core PC, you guys? Let me know in the chat box. Zibu, core PC is going to mean that that's the Fed's favorite inflation metric. That's coming on Thursday, so that's big, right? And thinking about the Fed, we have the next FOMC meeting. It's coming up in 9 days, exactly 9 days. So the market's currently pricing 95% chance of no rate cut. 95. So that's, you know, a lot. Now, obviously, if rate cuts are getting pushed further out, that could mean that yields could rise. And of course, that is usually going to make the stocks reprice lower, right? Indices, stocks reprice lower. Because what's US 500, right? It's a combination of stocks. So when stocks reprice lower, S&P 500 reprices lower as well. He brings too much uncertainty, Kun. I know. Honestly, I'm fed up with this guy. I swear. I'm so fed up. But not only that, this week we also have earnings. Okay. So Tuesday is kind of interesting because you have Netflix and you're expecting big moves from Netflix. I don't even know if Netflix is going to be that interesting, but potentially, right? Plus minus 8. Between 7 and 8. Then you have United Airlines, that as well. If you're looking at sector specific, that's important. What else is going to be important? Intel on Thursday, and this is happening after the bell. All of these that I mentioned are after the bell. So big expectations, especially for Intel, because they're expecting it to move between 9 to 10%, plus minus, of course. So that's big. Now, earnings are important because volatility is currently waking up from a very low levels. You guys know that because we've marked those levels together. And we also know that even if we get good earnings, sometimes the expectations are so high, mostly the expectations are so high that we get a sell-off. So we need to remember that as well. And when we have big earnings and the sentiment shifts, if the earnings are really good and there is any sentiment shift that we can smell from the earnings, that is always going to spill over into the indices, and whatever spills over into the indices spills over into crypto, metals, especially if the risk sentiment changes. Okay. So that's pretty much our update for the week, but it's not gonna be a relaxed week at all. Friday we also have BOJ, but that's like all of these are tentative, and then we have flash manufacturing PMI on Friday. But let's survive Wednesday, in my opinion. All right, we need to survive Wednesday. Netflix potential short-term long around 84 ? Yeah, we're gonna have a look at that, Adrian. We're gonna have a look at that. All right, cool. So where should we start? Let's do Bitcoin first, okay? Let's do Bitcoin. So, should we do a cleaner chart? No, this is fine. Now, the thing is, Bitcoin, right? Like we said, we had a break last week, very important levels. So when that happens, historically, now we are supposed to see price trading up to around 100K Bitcoin. with the news, the sell-off was kind of like, it wasn't great. I was even long. I think I'm break even. I'm back long now. The reason for that is, because they are supposed to put a lower high here. If this is real, if this move is real, there is supposed to be a lower high in the exact region that price retraced to, with the last bearish candle over here on the 4-hour time frame. Well, not the last, but like the last one that tapped into our area. So price traded up to 91,800. Now, honestly, on a Monday, to get long down here is never a good idea. First of all, for the simple reason that it's Monday, and you guys know that Monday we try to stay as away as much as possible, because Monday there's always fake moves that are happening at the beginning of the week, and everyone is just getting trapped. All right, so this could be one of these moves. That's one. Second, bank holiday, even worse. All right, so the thing is, all day, right, even though I'm long down here, I'm going to secure that position and expect for price to drop again, right? Expect for price to drop again to retest what's our main area, which is 2-month open down here, and maybe potentially trade even below it, right? Because if that happens, then at least we have a clear long to look forward to. For now, we're just hoping that price is going to create a higher low here, because we've already had, some sort of a structure confirmation that this should be happening. So we want to see the higher low here. We want to see more higher lows developing as we get into tomorrow, so then we can continue to potentially trade to 95.3. Now, unfortunately, even though we have a bias to trade to 100K, we need to be aware that 95.300 could be an area of rejection, right? Something like this could happen. Like, this is very possible to occur, especially with the high volatility that we have this week, you guys. I just think we need to be extra cautious, really. Okay, and now currently the problem with this move up here is that several times we've managed to trade above our SR flip zone on the 12-hour time frame. So that's earlier today, during London session, and now during early New York, we managed to trade through it again. So, but that doesn't mean anything, right? We need to have a clean break of it with a retest, something like this, right? You want to break it, you want to retest it and confirm it to then continue higher. So yeah, overall, we're still in that disgusting bearish trend for crypto. So even if we trade up to 100K, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I already have sell limit orders up here, just waiting for price to retrace to, right? So I'm not necessarily hoping that price is going to trade up to 108K. Like, it's possible, but it's not on my books of I'm banking big risk on that this is going to happen. Not at all. What I'm expecting from this move is maximum to retrace up to around 100K, from which maybe 102, to which to look for sales, because the trend continues to prevail, which is a bearish trend, right? Because whatever you have here, I'm not gonna, well, maybe we can draw a parallel channel, whatever. The point is, right? Point is, this is, this could be a bearish channel over here that's just occurring. I don't even care if I drew it correctly, but basically here you have, right, your bearish trend, your retrace within that sort of thing. You can bring price up to 102 if you want, and then you can continue down. Like, that's very possible to occur. So we need to be aware of that. And genuinely, highly likely in a bear trend, I'm not expecting anything else. Everyone, yes, please hit the like button. Don't forget, we're missing 10 likes. Does that make sense? So I already have some orders stacked around 100K, 102K, just waiting to short. But let's get there first. Now, another thing that's really interesting about this market at the moment is ETH BTC. Now, ETH BTC looks terrifical. It looks really good. It looks really good. Again, for the new joiners, that's juice. Black cherry and pomegranate. I know Stanimir doesn't believe me. I know Kun doesn't believe me. Hi, Asia. Steinreiches, hello. Diamond Eyes, hi. ETH BTC is looking good. Now, daily time frame, we have a clear target on ETH BTC up here, right? Oh, where is my... So that's up here. We have an SR flip zone just above it. So we're expecting at least 0.03715. Now, this is kind of the area that ETH BTC has been sitting in since September, right? If we revisit that, we're back at levels that we were in September last year, which is crazy. No, Diamond Eyes, I actually don't drink alcohol. So I know it's hard to believe, but I mean, probably not. Yeah, so ETH BTC is looking good, right? It's been looking good and it continues to look good. And this has, you know, very serious potential to run quite nicely. If this, if we manage to break 0.03715, 0.03832, all of these areas down here, following 0.4067, all of these I get with my indicators. Guys, if you don't have the trading indicators, please look in the description box of this video. This video, is it that video? Yeah, that's me. Okay, so all you need to do is click more in the description box and you're gonna find the trading indicators. First of all, you get them for 30 days free. And you get my trading course as well. If you want discount on it, you can get it on Discord. Everyone that's VIP on Discord, which is also for free, but it's on Discord, gets 20% off. So you can learn all of these methods and have me help you guys in your trading journey. But yeah, so there is lots to look forward to in ETH BTC. So I'm excited. We called the bottom of ETH BTC down here back in April. I want you guys to remember that. You've been watching me for so long now. So that was that down here. You know, it's been terrible since then, obviously. But anyways, that's ETH BTC. And, you know, Ethereum has a potential to actually perform. Now let's look at ETH and see what the hell is going on. I know there is lots of zones here in ETH, but that's a daily time frame. All right, so let's dissect ETH a little bit. So we know that we have the daily liquidity sitting right above where we're currently rejecting. That's 3,454. That's a current target for Ethereum. Does that make sense? So that's where Ethereum is trying to go at the moment. All right. The thing that's happening is we have a daily SR flip zone. Here, let me zoom in for you. This is it, 3364, right? Daily SR flip zone. So we've been rejecting from this level historically many times. So that's why it is an important level. But what's also important is that we finally, with this super bullish engulfing candle and a follow through into the daily SR flip zone, what's even more important is that we're finally trading above the 0.5 of the higher time frame, you know, price leg on Ethereum, which is here, right? It's exactly here. Yes, everyone, hit the like button. So that's important because so far since freaking November, best we could do is wick that zone. We never managed to close a weekly body above it, and we did it last week. So that's looking very fresh and good to me. Now, even though the market is, you know, rejecting currently and it's weak, well, yeah, obviously we had terrible news. You know, Yeah, the move is not supported by spot. Well, what are you guys expecting? Like, it's obviously not going to be supported by spot. Imagine you holding, equities, right? And the markets are literally closed. You have literally no way to sell your stocks. So, of course, it's going to be a leveraged move because anyone that was awake and the markets were dropping, their only option was to sell Bitcoin. They couldn't sell their Nasdaq. They couldn't sell their S&P 500, right? So what are they going to do? Which market can they trade? They can trade the crypto markets. So of course they're going to sell their bags if the news are bad. So yeah, it's not going to be supported by by spot buyers. Okay. So yeah, it is a leverage move. I can definitely see it getting wiped, but I can also see it surviving depending on how we trade tomorrow, and with the news on Wednesday. Because when I open the 12-hour time frame and I see the 12-hourly SR flip zone holding, that's positive news to me. Good, JJ. So have we tapped into a zone? Yes, we have. Right? We have tapped into a zone. Are we trading above the second zone that we're interested in? Yes. So do you have availability to construct a trading plan here? 1000%. It's up to you whether you want to take the risk or not. You know what I mean? That's what I say, or that's what I said exactly on Discord earlier. I'm going long, but mind you, it's very risky. It's not the ideal day to get long because A, it's Monday. B, we have no liquidity. C, you're essentially catching a falling knife because you have no other confirmation besides the fact that you're at levels. But are you at levels for Bitcoin? Yes, you are. Are you at levels for Ethereum? Yes, you are. You've retested the 0.5 of the higher time frame price leg. Solana I don't even want to talk about because it's just disgusting. But here it is, your 4-hourly level, again with the help of the indicators, 130.17. So that's how you get it to the T using the trading indicators. By the way, everyone, did you guys know that you can trade silver on Bitcoin? Sorry, on Bluffin Bitcoin. I need to wake up. This is just too hard for me. Yeah, Sol is extremely disappointing. Yes, so make sure to check Bluffin if you're looking to trade crypto. If you're looking to trade silver with crypto. I'm never gonna learn to speak. It's the juice. I know. Secondly, XRP. Is XRP at levels 1000%? Right? 1000%. If this was a normal chart, a normal chart, I would have 100% been long here. 1000%. Like, it's just real. I know it's terrible. I know the market is dumping. I know everyone is pretty stressed. But I mean, look at it. It's perfection. Everyone that understands the range model theory, you guys, go and just come on Discord, take all these videos, learn everything, come on Discord, ask me questions, and you'll be able to understand why this is such a perfect trade for me. So the thing is, right, you're staying above 0.5 of the higher time price leg, which is this red line. You've rejected from levels before. Are you bearish on the higher time frame? Yes, you are. There is absolutely zero question about it. But do you have ETH BTC looking good? Yes, you do. Do you have XRP at levels? Yes, you do. Do you have ETH at levels? Yes, you do. Do you have Solana at levels? Well, kind of, right? Like you would hope for Sol to do something exactly here, at the break over here with this candle. Like it just simply makes sense. 4 hourly SR flip zone for Sol. So yeah, let's just hope that this continues. And if it does, we're going to be rewarded for our patience and for our, you know, guts to do that, because not many people are able to do that at the moment. You know, nobody likes to trade when the market is like that. I completely understand that. Does this have, you know, any opportunity to drop even further below? Let's say, for example, retest 90K. 100%, that's going to be retesting the true month open, which so far, with the month opening up here on 12th of January, it has proven to us that we have a bullish bias, right? So, too bullish, in fact. But overall, when you have the true month down here, and then you trade up to 100K, this is probably when we're gonna get the RTM sell signal. So that's what I'm waiting for. Yeah, crypto markets are honestly, like, you know, dead. I mean, you have some privacy coin that's shooting up because, I don't know, maybe privacy. I don't understand why. Steinweiss is the rapper Nas. No, he means Nasdaq. He means Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq is not looking good. Not at all, honestly. But look at the gap that you have over here on Nasdaq. Like, this gap is gonna get filled, regardless of what anyone is saying. Like, the gap is gonna get filled. You know, I'm pretty sure I have some buys on Nasdaq. I actually forgot. I might be, no, that's a 12 hourly. 4 hourly, I doubt I'm in buys right now. There is no way, because that liquidity hasn't been grabbed, so no. But I'm pretty sure I have an order down here somewhere. Probably right about here somewhere, 24.927 for a long, but not yet. Now, gold and silver, I mean, absolutely generational. For anyone that was awake during Asia, this was such a clean long. Insane. So basically, this was kind of where we left it at last week, right? These were sort of all the levels that we were looking at down here. This was massive manipulation. Then we just kind of continued into Friday and absolutely nothing. And then this was the zone. That's very low time frame, by the way. Very low time frame. I think even 5-minute time frame zone. Yeah, pretty sure that's 5 minutes. Yeah, so this was kind of the zone where I was thinking, all right, when I come on Monday, and if I see this traded through with a body close, I'm gonna flip long immediately. And you know, I didn't realize that it's gonna occur during Asia, and it's gonna be, well, obviously I should have actually thought about it. We had liquidity sitting here above. It was just a perfect setup. You know, gold is boring as fuck. Yeah, it is. Today's been like terrible. I mean, it hasn't really, like, I scalped silver, but oh my god, he's saying that the Bulgarian president stepped away. He resigned. Are you kidding me? Wait, so the prime minister resigned? And the president, because I forgot how it was. I know one of them resigned, or both of them resigned now. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Is it because the euro came in? So yeah, very clean setup. Like even if you were, let's say, on the 1 minute time frame and market opens and you see a candle like this, like immediate market buy, you know, market buy. It's just no question about it. So yeah, gold outperforming. Sorry, that's silver. And today it was kind of a mesh, honestly, but it kind of held and just continued. Now, just before the stream, I was looking at this level up here for continuation longs upon a break, and then you got the break and some continuation longs are currently happening. Where did I scalp? Sold. I sold this move up here. This one. Actually, no, I closed here because here I was watching something, so I closed here. But it was a nice move. It was a nice move. I was not oversized at all, so I just like nothing, maybe a couple $100. That's it. On the move. Gold. Gold's retracing currently. So yeah, gold has more steam. I'd say lower time frame. You're looking at least for some sort of retrace, at least in that zone, in my opinion, like 4683. That's again lower time frame sort of entries if you're looking into gold at the moment, but if you draw a range from the high to the low, yeah, you're kind of looking into this level for a scalp sale, and that's it. This is still just heading up, and it has a lot of steam to continue higher for several reasons, right? Like if you look at it on a higher time frame perspective, let's do 4 hourly, maybe you can see. Too many drawings here, you won't probably understand anything, but I mean, this is just a straight channel up, you know, and like you can bounce from and through it as much as you want, but essentially, you know, 5K potentially very, very soon, right? Potentially very, very soon. Something like that. We're not gonna draw the channel, but like let's just, you know, do kind of like a little bit of a trend line or something. Can we do it like that? Something like that. Yeah, so this has space to run lots more. We could potentially do a channel over here. Yeah, so something like that should be the right one. Currently holding very strong, so yeah. I mean, this is repricing, right? This is an asset that's getting repriced at the moment, you know, completely. Same with silver. Same with silver. It's probably something that is just, it's like it's unseen what we're witnessing at the moment. Uranium, again, lots of announcements, lots of new contracts signed with uranium, and uranium's been absolutely exploding, even more than some of the other metals. So yeah, this could potentially go up to like $10,000, which is insane for uranium. So yeah, any pullbacks, sorry about that. Let's have a look. Over here on a daily time frame, we have a clear area right now. If it pulls back 6,500, 6,400, where we could be able to construct a trading plan, because this is just too bullish. I'm expecting a continuation on it. Yes, everyone, hit the like button. XPG, looking to grab this liquidity, just no question about it. Now, once the liquidity is grabbed, we need to see what happens, because that's a double liquidity formation on a higher time frame right now. So it might be up for a short. I don't know. We'll see if it happens. But yeah, dude, that's pretty much it. You know? So yeah, crypto's been absolutely dead. I don't even know anymore. The only thing that I'm happy about is ETH BTC, and that's it. Pretty much nothing else. But yeah, I want to see it hold. Like, this is sort of the area that I'm looking at, actually. Let's just mark it as forex, just so we know that it's weaker. But I want to see it holding, right? I want to see it continuously making higher lows and then just starting to reprice higher. I think that would be good. In terms of VIX, on the day, just above, like, VIX is very dangerous at the levels that it is at currently, but it's important to follow VIX, which is the volatility index. So yeah, eventually, if we get VIX dropping below 12, it's going to be a major red flag, right? So VIX below 12 is dangerous. It's going to be very dangerous. So yeah, it doesn't happen in one go, but like, I like to watch it. Crypto is dead. Yeah, I know. It's like, it's so dead and uninteresting. I mean, look at that. This is just next level stuff. Like, I'm happy to trade that. Dangerous in what way? Well, dangerous in explosive way, right? So, you know, you see VIX usually acting out if it gets to these levels. So higher volatility is going to mean usually the market's dumping. So it means fear in the market. Very important to follow. How to join your Telegram group? First of all, I don't have a Telegram group. I have a Discord group. So what you need to do is you need to come in the description box of this video and see this free Discord access. So that's the Discord down here. And you can get VIP access with one of these two, like Bluffin, C-funded. By the way, you guys, you know I'm giving two free funded challenges with C-funded. If you're registered on C-funded and if you're on Discord, you're going to be added to the draw to win a challenge. So make sure to register and be on Discord to make use of that. Also, the $2,000 giveaway. This is for, no, that's not that, but you can still see, like, we have 16 users. So that's nothing. You know, we have 16 users that have been registered on BitUnix. So, and this prize pool is for 20 users. So you guys make sure to join for that. Talking about uranium makes me nervous. I know, me too. Natural gas, funny enough, also has jumped from levels, of course. I mean, nothing less. Expected 0.786. It's always a buy zone, so into a daily SR flip zone, which is down here. So this is just first grade stuff from the RTM model, you guys. It really helps with stocks, with metals, to have the indicators. I highly recommend get them because you have them for 30 days free. You have the trading indicators for 30 days free. Okay, again, in the description box, 30 days free, you can see it. And the trading course is also down there. But yeah, this is first grade stuff. Daily SR flip zone, 0.786, range model theory. It's always a buy. It's always going to be a buy, that zone. Or 0.236, whatever you want to call it, right? Essentially 0.236, not 0.786, 0.236. So yeah. What else? So yeah, crypto's trading above the 12-hour SR flip zone. That's really good. I want to see it continuing to do that. If it doesn't, potentiality for this to dump down back to true month open, but there should be some sort of reaction from true month open down here, right? And then if it trades below it, then I know that is definitely going to be a buy. So, right, you have your other SR flip zone, 89.5, like all of these zones. But of course, I give the updates on Discord every day. Yeah, I mean, Sol is terrible right now. I mean, it's not one of my favorites, but still at levels, very weak. Does it have potential to drop further? Potentially. I don't know, right? I have no idea. All I can do is just see what happens day by day. You know, because yes, there is a lot of liquidity, right? Down here, Bitcoin 86.3. So if we start losing level, like it's pretty much over, you know. And that's gonna be very fast and easily identifiable if it starts happening. So you know, but yeah, higher time frame analysis, it's just as you can see, it's not the most bullish chart. It's not the most bullish chart. Like, in a world that we're very positive and, you know, and very happy about everything, there is a chance that we can trade up to 115K. Like, you always have that on the table, but the problem is there is no liquidity. Like, everyone's just exited, everyone's in metals and stuff like that. Heavy accumulation and collection of liquidity at these levels, each pump is counterbalanced. I mean, yeah. That's a lot of complicated words. Insider Club, this is juice, by the way. Yeah, it was never gonna be easy. No one said it's gonna be easy. But here's the liquidity on ETH, right? Here it is. So we know it's there. We know it's waiting. And we are too. Juice. Yes, black cherry and pomegranate. What else should we look at? Do you guys do you guys want to look at any altcoins? If you have anything, I mean, I don't really know if we can look at altcoins, if it's really worth it, but Tesla dumpy dump exactly after we hit take profit. Microsoft, I don't even want to look at it. Netflix is completely dead. Like, I don't even care they have earnings. Like, do you even think something might happen? I don't know, chat. Maybe. Maybe. But... It just looks so dead. MicroStrategy, if it just decides to load, that'll be great. Yeah, still fine. Long from our levels, like this could run quite nicely as well. $200. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you got a nice bearish candle over here. Whatever, right? All of them huge wicks. I know, you guys, like, I completely understand, like, who wants to even look at alts when you have so many opportunities in stocks? Like, who even cares? See, nano nuclear up 6%, almost 7% on the day. Pretty dope to see that. This is starting to break levels as well. Yeah, so uranium is definitely on the move. Like 100% on the move. SVM on the move as well. Yields obviously up. There is no point looking at Nvidia, is it? Copper still grinding up. Very healthy rotation as well. Like, just healthy for now. Until it does something stupid, but for now it's just a healthy rotation to the upside. But for some reason it doesn't really grab my attention. Like platinum, palladium, I would say yeah, but no. Palladium, what a generational long that was. But soon the metals hype is gonna be over as well. Jim Cramer said that the market will open in the red. They're closing today. We'll see longs tomorrow? Question marks. In the red, they close today. Will we see longs tomorrow? The market's not closed yet. The market's still open. We're currently trading in a New York afternoon session. So we kind of just entered into it like half an hour ago, 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago. So yeah, the market's definitely open. And see, this is what happens, man. Like, we just can we just trade above 93k, please? I think what I need to do is I potentially need to secure that position down here that we entered, that I entered. Probably need to secure it and then see what happens tomorrow morning, because I'm not getting in drawdown because of nothing. But yeah, this should be definitely a higher low location, if not maybe a little lower, but you know, on the day it needs to work out some way, one way or another. Downside potential, I honestly don't want to think about it yet. Like, I'm so fixed on the 100k before. It's not like I'm married to the bias or anything, or like I'm 100% convinced it's gonna happen, but you know, unless we start trading below 89k, I'm still expecting for 100k. lose 89k, and then I'll be like, okay, fine, like maybe not. Oh, and here's Bobby with his 80k. You know what, like maybe, I don't know, you know, but genuinely, like it should be it. Like I don't see any reason why we should come back and retest 80k. Like it's possible, but why would we do that? You know, markets will be markets, who knows. We haven't seen proper intention besides, you know, at the end of the year, with the weekly close. That was a nice bullish close over here, but yeah, overall not great. Like so many things need to happen before we do anything, and this is also possible, right? Come retest this block at around 108, 109 and send it lower. Like that's also possible. It's never like a one-way thing scenario that it plays. It needs to be day by day play. So that's what we're doing. Yes, everyone. Hi, Fanny. How are you? Yeah. If we look at USDT dominance, what was my observation? Yeah, so this also should be it. Like it only makes sense, right? If you retrace just to reject from that level, continue lower. I'm pretty sure there is liquidity to the downside on that. At least trade it to 5.6, 5.5. Like that would make sense to me. You know, but start trading above 6.2 and then I'm done with everything at this point. Do you think that this year will be a bull or bear market? I mean, no one ever knows for sure, but I think it's probably going to be a bear market. All that pump, like it's gonna have to retrace eventually. Come into April, have our new year open, because the way I trade with the RTM model theory, like the year openings, the daily openings, the weekly openings are different for me. The monthly openings. So, you know, April is a very important focal point for me. It always has been in my trading. April, very important. So yeah. But I don't know. If we continue to be like crypto bros and sisters, this is going to get into like a very boring thing. So that's why I'm trying to get like people on Discord. I try to get them hooked more on forex, more on equities, because you guys, the opportunities there are like on a daily basis. You know, if you learn how to trade these assets, you can do a lot of things. You can get funded, even though nowadays, you know, it's a little bit harder to pass the challenges like it used to be before. There is lots of consistency rules and stuff like that. It's not as easy as before, but it's still very doable. JJ, have a good gym sesh. I also hit the gym on the weekend, but that's it. I'm a weekend gym person goer. Honestly, like I think I'm done with trading gold for now, but like I said, if I was, I'd probably look to scalp short it around this area. Yeah, it's just New York afternoon is probably not the best time. Yeah. Empty gyms. Do you think the gyms are empty? My gym was empty, to be honest. On a weekend, like. But yeah, I think this is like lower time frame area that I'd be interested. If I was trading, but I think I'm done for today. And tomorrow, hopefully, we'll find more opportunities on gold and silver. And Bitcoin, I swear, like it's just gotten to a point where I just have my limit orders and I secure my positions. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. As long as I don't end up on a loss, like I'm fine. Like, for example, we had the long, you know, where do we have the long? Down here, I think. Was it on a 15-minute time frame? Down here. So that was literally at break even, which is fine. Actually, no, I took profits up here. And I left some of the position running, which was closed at break even. So I'm fine with that. And then I'm looking to re-enter, which is the reason why I don't trade on weekends and on Monday, because I want to come in with a fresh mind and understanding of whether this is worth for me to participate or not. And today there was a lot of debate, whether I want to take a long down here at, I think I'm in 92.4 Bitcoin. And the reason I entered is because I know that it's like such a good positioning down at the wicks that I can afford myself to see what happens at 93K, which we're seeing what happens right now. Price is rejecting. So I can go to bed and, like, you know, maybe even secure some profits, put my position at break even and see what happens. And then tomorrow, if it's worked out or it looks like it's going to work out even better, then I can add to the position or just open another position. But yeah, the famous BART pattern on Bitcoin. Yeah, so it is what it is. It's you know, the metals are having their moment, which is fine. You know, they haven't had that. You know, silver hasn't had that. It's been a compressed asset for 50 years. It's having its moment for the first time. Like, let it shine. Again, everyone, I want to encourage you to join the $2,000 giveaway, because if you're in, you're literally gonna get money for free just for trading. You don't have to do anything crazy. Like, it's not deposit tier bonus or anything like that. It's literally you just going in, registering, placing some trades, and then getting paid from me and Bitunix, which is pretty dope. And because I'm very tired today, last night I didn't sleep at all. I had coffee, which I don't usually do. This is what happens to me. If I have like a cup of coffee, I know I'm not gonna sleep the whole night. And then the same thing happens if I drink, so I don't drink at all. But yeah. And we'll probably do some polls on Discord. Again, you guys, the link is in the description box for Discord. People are asking still, I keep repeating it. It's down here. Join Discord here. It's under the video. You'll see everything. The course, the Discord, Bluffin. You get your VIP access using Bluffin here for Discord. So make sure to do that. There is a bot on there that's going to help you how to secure your VIP access. And I think that's for me. We're just gonna continue chatting on Discord and see what happens. But yeah, as we're speaking, it's just dumping again below 93. So I probably am going to secure that position right about now. But again, thank you so much for being here, guys. And we'll see each other tomorrow, right? We have a live tomorrow. We have a live every day until Thursday. I've decided I'm not gonna do the pre-market update videos. The reason being is I don't want to do 2 videos because we don't need. We can just cover everything in the live stream all together, so you guys don't have to watch 2 videos, if that makes sense. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.